So we're going to hit this and we're going to go, I think it was 73 tokens. Anyways, we'll purchase 73 at that price, which is going to cost me 27 bucks. Hit that, and that order filled right away there, as you can see. And now I should have 1,000 tokens in here. 1,001 tokens. Perfect. Okay, so we're ready. So you start off at 60/40. It's free. It's not going to cost you anything to earn 60% of the profits, right? This is how the company makes money. Really, they make it in two ways, if you want to think of it this way. The biggest way is not like they don't make their most amount of profit from this, the 40%. They actually make the most amount of profit from the trading fees. Okay, so for instance, if I was to switch into my bot account, this is where my bot trades, is in a different account than the master account, and I go over to the trade history, you can see here it does roughly a buy and a sell, buy and sell, buy and sell. There's 10 buy and sells per page. Normally it does about 7 to 8 pages a day. So it does 70 to 80 trades a day. And each action it takes on my account here, it's trading on $1,400, almost $1,500. It's costing each trade, each buy and then sell, it's costing 59 cents, okay, to do that action. So this here, the value of this Bitcoin is about 60 cents, right? Okay, 59, 60 cents. So then think of that, and then think of there's, at the moment right now, I think there's about 3,000 bots that have been sold through Traiex, and they're all at different levels, right? Like some people's number here might be $10,000. Some people might be $30 if they only have $100 in their account. My bot is trading on, it's set on high risk, so it's trading on 30% of my account, which is, that's how much it's trading on. That's what the 30% is. So the more funds you have here, the bot is trading on, the higher this is. Okay, so for instance, if it was trading on 1 Bitcoin, like say you had this number here was $102,000, this, each action would cost like $40. This here would be $40. Okay, so that's the way the company makes the most amount of money, is the trading fees. Okay, the second way it makes money is that it actually makes a profit when you make a profit. Okay, so for instance, without paying anything and just having a deposit in here and purchasing a bot, you can make 60% of the profits that you see over here that's being made, okay, of the trading profits, okay? And that's where you start, and it doesn't cost anything. The company's making 40%, okay? If you look at the careers plan, the commission structure and stuff, it's crazy. Like you can make millions of dollars through it. If you sell a bot, then the person that sells the bot, makes money off that bot as well. It's trading. Like I make 18% right now off every bot that I've sold, off its trading. And I also make 18% when I sell a bot. Okay, so I've sold 22 bots so far. So, that's a bunch of commission. And then it also builds me a daily residual commission from those bots trading. I get 18% of this number here. Okay, so if that member is, say, here, I get 18% of that 20%. Okay, hope that makes sense. So for you to go and say you're like, no, I want to make more than 60%, then you can go and buy 1,000 of these tokens. And I'll go over here to spot. Okay, so here's the token. You could see I've been buying these tokens. Okay, I've actually been buying them all along here. Basically, along this trend line is where I'm buying the tokens, because I don't want to be buying when it's coming down, right? That's just like, you don't know what's going on. You don't know where the bottom is, but the trend has changed. Structure is being made, right? It's not going down anymore. It's going across. So if this, this is a whole lesson inside itself. So in trading, there's 4 stages of a market. Okay. So for instance, you've got, actually, you know what? I'll just go into my trading website. You guys are going to see this pretty soon. I'm going to launch this. It's 100% free. But we can go to, where is it? Market stages, lesson 1. Okay. Yes, this is pretty involved. And there's video content and everything to it. So this here, these are the stages of the market. So you got stage 1, stage 2, stage 3, stage 4, stage 1, stage 2. Like it just constantly repeats itself on every time frame. You could look at the hourly time frame, you're going to find this. You could look at a daily time frame, you can find this. You can look at a minute chart and you'll find this. You'll find it trades in 4 stages. It goes sideways, it goes up, it goes across, it goes down, it goes sideways, it goes up, it goes across, it goes down, okay? So right here, by looking at this chart, which stage are we in? We're in stage 1, okay? Unless this breaks and comes down, right? And you don't know that. You don't know if that's gonna happen. But to me, we just had a downtrend, okay? This is a downtrend, okay? Which is what? That's stage 4. What happens after stage 4? Stage 1. So the odds of it being in stage 1 right now is really, really high because we just had a stage 4. Okay, so that's why I'm buying this token here. Okay, so this is all a lesson inside itself, I guess. Okay, so you can see I'm buying the token. I had orders filled like pretty much, I think, from here on over, right? As soon as I confirmed there was a trend line here, I started buying it. Okay, so now I have 1,000 more tokens. You can see this. I purchased this one here, which was 1,000, and then this one here is 2,000. Okay, so if I have 1,000 tokens, I can buy this. I'm going to make 5% of the profit more. Okay, and the company's going to get 5% of the profit less. Okay, I want to move to the next level, and I'm making now 10% more of the profits than I was at the start. Okay, at 60/40. It's going to cost, if I have this one here, it's going to cost me 1,000 more tokens. Okay, so if I have 1,000 more tokens, like as you can see, if I was to hit sell over here, I have 1,001 tokens there now. Okay, and it only cost me like, well, a little bit less than this because I was buying all the way along here, but it cost me about 300, probably $365 USDT to get these 1,000 tokens, which then I can come over here and I can buy this, and I'll buy this right now in the video so you can see. Okay, so 75.25, purchase this. It's going to freeze those tokens for 9 months. Okay, so seeing, and now I'm going to earn 5% more than I did yesterday. Okay, of the company profits. Okay, and then the company is only earning 25% now off my bot trading. Okay, so this here freezes those tokens for 9 months. Okay, and then say for instance I never made it to this level and I just decided, oh, it's, you know, that's more than enough for me to make 75% of the profit. I'm okay with that, and you know, I just stayed there, or whatever level you're on, doesn't matter. These tokens here are frozen, meaning I can't withdraw them, I can't even access them. They're just frozen here for 9 months, and there's 3,000 of them. So this is why I'm saying you need to know market stages. You need to know the market stages to know when to buy the tokens. So then there's a very high possibility that when this 9 months here is up, and say you're like, oh, I want to do something else, or like, you know, I want to sell some of my tokens or whatever kind of thing, you're going to be selling them for a higher price than you bought them because it's 9 months later. Okay, and when you bought them at a very good price. Okay, so that's why, you know, I focused on building this number before I focused on getting through this. And even if you're coming in right now and you're just getting started, you need to focus on this first and then focus on this. Okay, when you're making enough daily income to, say, make your way through these levels week after week, like take 2 months or something like that to work through these levels without without funds out of pocket. So meaning that maybe every month or so you can make it to the next level, or in my case it's kind of like every week and a half or so I know I can make it to the next level through my earnings and through my commission. Okay, so I've got $29 up there of commission. I'm actually going to go and put that towards my account. So 29.79, and then I'll hit next. Okay, so now I added that to this balance here, and that's kind of what you want to do. You want to focus on this balance until it's earning you good, right? Like when you're making 30, 40, or 20 bucks a day, and then you can start buying the tokens to start to earn more. Okay, that's what I recommend you do. Of course, if you're coming in here and you have, say, $20,000 or $10,000 and you're just like starting with that, you can go and, purchase the tokens like really, really quick, right? If that's what you wanted to do. Okay, so yeah, those are all things you need to think about there. Also, here's another thing, is that this balance does not earn. So the smart thing to do is to go and withdraw this balance here and add it to this one to compound. Okay, so that's another thing that I'm going to be doing in these videos. Oh, I can just go and actually copy this number and then pop it in here. I'll be doing in these videos is every day moving my balance, doing actual withdrawal, and then in about an hour to 2 hours, they'll process that withdrawal, right? And it'll be right here. And then I can add it to this balance, which then it's a compounding factor, okay? So if you go to transaction history, sorry guys, I'm losing my voice. You can see that withdrawal there is pending. Normally I've noticed 1 to 2 hours it goes through. So later today I'll come and check the account, and then I'll just go and add that balance to here, and I compound and build this balance, okay? Okay, as long as I'm buying that token in stage 1, and I'm focused, if it's not in stage 1, I'm focused on building this number here. If I haven't achieved this yet. Okay, if I've achieved this, then I'm just focused on building this number here, and then maybe paying my bills with this number here. Okay, so that's what I recommend you guys do if you want my advice, right? Like, people are probably asking themselves, well, why didn't he buy the token at the start? The reason why was because I knew everyone's going to buy it. The value of the token was going to go up, and then it was going to come crashing down. It always does that, guys. All tokens do that. They go, when they launch, they go crazy up, and then they crash down, right? Okay, so that's it for this video. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it, and I'll see you in another video